All right. Okay. Good morning, everyone. It is I, Najee Thomas. Just another day. Um, Happy Monday. It's good to see y'all. Very good to see y'all. It's good to see y'all watching me. We're here. We're live. We're focused. We're ready. It is now 11:02. I'm gonna get out of this house so I can do what I have to do. 9/22, 2014. So yeah, as you can see, I gotta go ahead and fix some stuff up, but it's all good. We're gonna get it started. Uh, yeah, it's usually a miracle Monday for me. That's what I like to call it, miracle Mondays. And honestly, it's a miracle just to be here. So, ain't it a blessing? Here we go. Okay, how I'm doing today? How I'm doing today? You know what I'm saying? I just keep talking. Um, Horsey, Lee, and the Rockies. And I love these. I love these. I do. They're so comfortable. They're like my most comfortable shoe. My Rockies. So whatever. Now, one thing about me, you might know that I perpetrate from time to time. Like back in school, back in the day, they used to have this thing called perpetrate. Like you can't really something. But let me tell you, I'm a perpetrator. I'm a perpetrator. You know what I'm saying? But check the socks though. Check the socks for you. Check the socks. But no, it's not. You know what I'm saying? Reason being, like it's just incidents and situations I learned from. Some things are not worth it. Like I know I was in an incident a few years back, probably going on 4 to 5 years back, with a friend of mine where we had to hit a corner real hard. We had to hit a fence real hard. Like we was around there in East Savannah on Shell, just kicking it, just doing whatever, man. Just walking and talking one late night, one damp night. There was this white Monte Carlo, in this Savannah, you're gonna see Monte Carlo. It was a white Monte Carlo, and I don't know, I just got a little sight for things, and tonight to tell my homeboy, I was like, man, that's something serious. So it came around and went around. Then I said, when we count to five or something, I said, we gonna hit those woods. We hit that fence. I don't even think I knew it was a fence there, but God blessed us because it was a fence there. It probably had barbed wire on it. But he went first. Like I said, it was damp. It was funny. I went second. And my mama bought me this. So for Christmas, my mama bought me this nice polo watch. I mean, nice. And sometimes I lose things like my glasses a lot. But I like polo, so I wasn't gonna lose that watch. It was a silver one. Came in a case. It was nice, my polo gear, you know what I'm saying, when I had something. But I used to wear it all the time, right? So that's what I noticed, like I wear my watches. If I gotta wear this stuff all the time, people expect you, not to take it off. My glasses, on the other hand, it's like it seems like they have to come apart. I'm not gonna wear no contacts because I'm not gonna be sticking stuff in my eye. But it's like, you wear the contacts. Nah, that's just not for me. But the glasses, like it has to become one with you. And I like to take my stuff off because it's not, sometimes I don't even allow my wrist get sweaty. But in this particular incident, once I went over the fence, I got across the barbed wire, but my watch like snagged on the fence, and then it flew. It flew somewhere, and it was so dark. We were just trying to get to where we was trying to get to that. It wouldn't make no sense to just be all up in the mud and everything just to look for my this one little watch. So my mama got this thing, I guess you something once, you take it, and I ain't gonna get it again, which was understandable. So I never really asked for an expensive watch or an expensive anything from that time. I get something. But yeah, if y'all know what that is, man, if y'all don't know what that was that boy Freddie. Y'all might not know about that Freddie, but Freddie, alright. Freddie was okay with me. Y'all not gonna know this thing, but besides that, quality perpetrator. This here is called, and yes, it's finished. Like I finished it. I killed it the other day. Like I told y'all, I got these little these Starbucks Frappuccino chilled coffees. And this particular one here is Mocha. It's Mocha. So I just want to tell y'all, like, y'all should get this because I actually made a drink the other day. I used this and I put it in I mixed it with some vanilla ice cream. So you could kind of, get this with some vanilla ice cream, the mocha kind, and it actually tastes like if you mix it together, you can probably add some milk or some sugar with it, no matter. If you mix it, 260 calories per bottle, for you people try to stay healthy. I would have been like, okay, what's the good in this and what's the good in the ice cream? Mix it together. You probably make an energy drink, drop one of those little pills they put in smoothies, and the flavor would drown it out possibly, but it could be like something healthy, something for energy. It's just a guess, but it tastes like a Wendy's Frosty, but not as thick and with caffeine. So it's like kind of better, juiced up and everything. So yeah, I be doing a little stuff, and that's like a little MOD invention. Don't tell nobody, but yeah, what it is. Mix this with some vanilla ice cream, and you got yourself something real good. Like, it's real good. Like, who wouldn't like that? You know what I'm saying? It's chocolate, it's ice cream, it's caffeine, and it's actually softer than the vanilla, like a Wendy's Frosty. So you can drink it, you can scoop it, and, it's easy. Sometimes you gotta let a Wendy's Frosty just sit there for like a good 20 minutes before you be able to drink it. And it's like, oh, I can't stand it because, I'm eating my burger and I just want and it's tough. So I wanted to share that with you all. It's getting late. Okay, well, I ended up in Psalms again. You know what I'm saying? Since it's gonna be a brief day, we're gonna start it off with God, and it's gonna end up being a joyous day. You feel what I'm saying? So here we go. I don't think I read this one either, so here we go. Psalm 119, delight in God's word. How happy are those whose way is blameless, who live in according to the Lord's instruction. Happy are those who keep his decrees and seek him with all their heart. They do not, oh, I gotta brush my teeth, sorry. They do nothing wrong, they follow his ways. You have commanded that your precepts be diligently kept. If only my ways were committed to keeping your statutes, then I would not be ashamed. Then I'll think about all your commandments and all your commands. I will praise you with a sincere heart when I learn your righteous judgments. I will keep your statutes, never abandon me. How can a young man keep his way pure? By keeping your word. I have sought you with all my heart. Don't let me wander from your commands. I have treasured your word in my heart, so that I may not sin against you. Lord, may you be praised. Teach me your statutes. With my lips I proclaim. I put my hope in your word. My eyes grow weary, looking for what you have promised. I ask, when will you comfort me? Though I have become like a wineskin dried by smoke, I do not forget your statutes. How many days must you serve my way? When will you execute judgment on my persecutors? Arrogant have dug pit for me. They violate your instruction. All your commands are true. People persecute me with lies. Help me. They almost ended my life on earth, but I did not abandon your precepts. Give me a life in accordance with your faithful love, and I will obey the decree you have spoken. Lord, your word is forever. It is firmly fixed in heaven. Your faithfulness is for all generations. You established the earth and it stands firm. They stand today in accordance with your judgments, for all these are your servants. If your instruction had not been my delight, I would have died in my affliction. I will never forget your precepts, for you have given me life through them. I am yours, save me, for I have sought your precepts. The wicked hope to destroy me, but I contemplate your decrees. I have seen a limit to all perfection, but your command is without limit. How I love your instruction. It is my meditation all day long. Your commands make me wiser than my enemies, for they are always with me. I have more insight than all my teachers because your decrees are my meditation. I understand more than the elders because I obey your precepts. I have kept my feet from every evil path to follow your word. I have not turned from your judgments, for you yourself have instructed me. How sweet your word is to my taste, sweeter than honey in my mouth. I gain understanding from your precepts, therefore I hate every false way. Your word is like a lamp for my feet and a light on my path. I have solemnly sworn to keep your righteous judgments. I am severely afflicted, but give me life through your word. Lord, please accept my willing offerings of praise and teach me your judgments. My life is constantly in danger, yet I do not forget your instruction. The wicked have set a trap for me, but I have not wandered. For your precepts, I have your decrees as a heritage forever. Indeed, they are the joy in my heart. I am resolved to obey your statutes to the very end. I hate those who are double-minded, but I love your instruction. You are my shelter and my shield. I put my hope in your word. Depart from me, you evil ones, so that I may obey my God command. Sustain me as you were promised, and I will live. Do not let me be ashamed of my hope. Sustain me so that I can be safe and always be concerned about your statuses. You reject all who stray from your statuses, for their deceit is a lie. You remove all the wicked on earth as if they were droves. Therefore I love your decrees. I tremble in awe of you. I fear your judgments. I have done what is just and right. I have done what is just and right. Do not lead me to my oppressors. Guarantee your servants' well-being. Do not let the arrogant oppress me. My eyes grow weary, looking for your salvation and your righteous promise. Deal with your servant based on your faithful love. Teach me your status as I am your servant. Give me understanding so that I may know your decrees. It is time for the Lord to act, for they have violated your instruction. Since I love your commands more than gold, even the purest gold, I have carefully followed all your precepts and hate every false way. Your decrees are wonderful, therefore I obey them. The revelation of your words brings light and gives understanding to the inexperienced. I open my mouth and pant because I long for your commands. Turn to me and be gracious to me, as is your practice toward those who love your name. Make my steps steady, for I promise, through your promise. Don't let any sin dominate me. Redeem me from my human oppression, and I will keep your precepts. Show favor to your servant and teach me your statutes. My eyes pour out streams of tears because people do not follow your instruction. You are righteous, Lord, and your judgments are just. The decrees you issue are righteous and altogether trustworthy. My anger overwhelms me because my foes forget your words. Your word is completely pure, and your servant loves it. I am insignificant and despised, but I do not forget your precepts. Your righteousness and everlasting righteousness, and your instruction is true. Trouble and distress have overtaken me, for your commandments are my delight. Your decrees are righteous forever. Give me understanding, and I will live. I call with all my heart, answer me, Lord. I will obey your statutes. I will call to you. Save me, and I will keep your decrees. I rise before dawn and cry out for help. I put my hope in your word, and I am awake through each watch of the night to meditate on your promise and keeping with your faithful love. Hear my voice. Lord, give me life and keep me in your justice. Those who pursue evil plans come near. They are far from your instruction. You are near, Lord, and all your commands are true. Long ago I learned from your decrees that you have established them forever. Consider my affliction and rescue me, for I have not forgotten your instruction. But defend my cause and redeem me. Give me life as you promised. Salvation is far from the wicked because they do not seek your statutes. Your companions are many, Lord. Give me life according to your judgments. My persecutors impose on many. I have not turned from your decrees. I have seen the disloyal and feel disgust because they do not keep your word. Consider how I love your precepts. Lord, give me life according to your faithful love. The entirety of your word is truth, and all your righteous judgments endure forever. Princes have persecuted me without cause, but my heart feels only your word. I rejoice over your promise like one who finds vast treasure. I hate and abhor falsehood, but I love your instruction. I praise you 7 times a day in your righteous judgments. Abundant peace belongs to those who love your instruction. Nothing makes them stumble. Lord, I hope for your salvation and carry out your commandments. I obey your decrees and love them greatly. I obey your precepts and decrees, for all my ways are before you. Let my cry reach you, Lord. Give me understanding according to your word. Let my plea reach you. Rescue me according to your promise. My lips pour out praise, for you teach me your statutes. My tongue sings about your promise, for all your commands are righteous. May your hand be ready to help me, for I have chosen your precepts. I long for your salvation, Lord, and your instruction is my delight. Let me live, and I will praise you. May your judgments help me. I wander like a lost sheep. Seek your servant, for I do not forget your commands. And yeah, that was long, that was deep, but it was needed, you know. So right now, that should be enough to get us started on our holiday. I know it was great for me. It was great. You don't understand like how good it is for me. That's for me to understand. But it was great. I guess later on we'll be able to get in it, you know, the little, what is it? Before you do book. And that's cool, you know. TD Jakes be on point, but for right now I gotta get going. So with that being said, God bless you. Hopefully I'll be able to kick 2 vids today, because I don't have no problem with it. But for now, I gotta catch up when I catch y'all. So peace everybody, have a blessed day, and yeah, do what you gotta do. Bye.